Welcome to Narayana Success Meet JEE Advanced 2024. Today we have gathered to celebrate the grand success of Narayana in the results of JEE Advanced 2024. And with us, we have all the toppers of Narayana all over India. So let us introduce our toppers. Sandesh,
My name is B. Sandesh. I'm studying in Narayana from 8th class to 12th class, and I've secured all day rank 3 in JEE Advanced 2024, and I'm very happy about it.
My name is Baladitya. I have secured All India rank 11 in JEE Advanced 2024. I am studying in Narayana from 6th class till 12th class.
My name is Aryan. Have secured All India rank 17 in JEE Advanced 2024. I have been studying in Narayana from 11th to 12th.
My name is Dhanush. I have secured All India rank 45 in JEE Advanced 2024. I am very thankful to my parents and lecturers. I have been studying in Narayana School from first class.
Hello everyone, my name is Charan and I have secured All India rank 51 in JEE Advanced 2024.
Hello everyone, my name is Sai Tejesh. I have secured All India rank 54 in the JEE Advanced 2024.
Hello everyone, this is Rishi Vardhan. I am studying in Narayana from 6th class. I have secured All India rank 59 in JEE Advanced 2024.
Hello everyone, my name is Vidit. I have been studying in Narayana since 7th class. I have secured All India rank 63 in open category.
Hello everyone, my name is Sri Varma Datla. I have been studying in Narayana since 9th class and I secured a rank of 17 in JEE Advanced.
Hello everyone, I am Krishiv Goyal. I have been studying in Narayana from 9th. I have secured AIR 90 in JEE Advanced 2024.
Hello everyone, I am Yashashva and I have studying in Narayana from 6th class and I have got a rank of 126 in JEE Advanced 2024.
so welcome everyone on the stage. I think this is one exam which might be more difficult for most of you than JEE Advanced exam. Starting with Sandesh. So Sandesh, tell us, when you saw the JEE Advanced paper, for the first 5-10 minutes, what was your reaction and exactly how you handled?
Like usually I'll start with physics and then chemistry and then maths. Like I started with the same strategy in exam and started doing physics. Like when I started doing physics in first 10 to 20 minutes, like I solved half the paper and I thought it was easy. And our physics teacher also said that physics will be easy, so don't worry and do your best. So like I went with the flow and completed the physics paper within 40 minutes. I didn't panic in physics actually. Like usually I'll panic in physics, but I did not panic in exam.
Baladitya, what was your reaction after first paper?
I felt it was easier with respect to the level of our Narayana exams.
Okay.
And it made it easy to get the rank.
Aryan, was there any difficulty you faced in the first paper? If so, how you overcome in the second one?
Mainly, I thought chemistry was a little bit tricky in the first paper, and then all I did was just forget it in between the two papers and started focusing on paper 2.
I usually start with physics. I used the same strategy in the exam. I started with physics and then maths and then chemistry. I found that it was very easier than weekend exams. So I did it in the flow and achieved.
Charan?
Actually, I got some tensed because paper was somewhat easy. If one mistake also, there will be a large gap. So
That is
I
true.
felt very nervous after first exam.
In fact,
But-
this year the paper has been so easy. This has set the highest cutoff marks in the all history of IIT JEE Advanced. Rishi, what was your reaction?
Well, I started physics for this exam and I felt it was comfortable, so I just continued. It was easy, so I carried on.
So, when did you decide that you will start physics? After going through all the 3 subjects, or how did it happen?
Directly I started with physics.
Okay, and then you felt it was easy.
Uh,
Okay, and math and chemistry?
Maths was easy. I felt paper was comfortable.
Okay.
Is there anyone here who felt panicked in the first paper?
Not in the first 5-10 minutes, but when I started the physics paper, which is the third subject, the last subject which I attempt, in that the first 2-3 questions I thought I was not getting, so I just skipped that whole section and then went with the other 3 sections, the second,
Okay.
third and fourth section, and then came back to the section in which I got some 2 questions out of the 3. So definitely helps skipping the panic questions.
It's very important in the tensed exam like JEE Advanced to not get into a panic mode, because the moment you get into panic mode, the exam is going to be screwed up. The best way to take care of that is leave some of the questions, not a problem. Exactly what Krishiv did, that helped him. Sai, Sri Surya, what was your reaction in the first second?
When I first looked at the paper, I was a little tensed, not because of the toughness of the paper, or I was just tensed because it's JEE Advanced. But then I got better, and by paper after writing paper 1, I was confident that I will do paper 2 well. Overall, I thought I did fine.
Okay. With it, was there any particular subject you felt difficult in that?
Actually, I start usually with chemistry and generally finish it in 40 and 45 minutes. But in the final exam, I felt like it will not finish. First attempt, I gave 45 minutes. 2 questions were left. I thought I'll do it last because if other subjects are difficult, then I could not finish that questions. So I went for other papers like physics and maths. Physics I felt was easy. I finished fast. And maths also, I comfortably finished it in 60-65 minutes, leaving one question.
So were you able to come back to the questions you left in chemistry?
At last, 4 questions were left, like 10-15 minutes was left. So I decided I did not read any question in these 4 questions. So I thought I'll do one in physics and one in chemistry means I did not read. So maths, it may take time, so why to waste time? I started with those 2.
That's good. Sai Tejas?
Sir, usually I'll start with chemistry, sir. Chemistry paper was a little lengthy, but it will get over within 45 minutes. Next I started in physics and stuck in a questions. Left it. Done remaining in 55 minutes. Maths paper was a little lengthy, sir. This physics question I came later and solved it. But after completing exam, I understood that the question which I have done is wrong, but I left it.
So Sandesh, the success you achieved, many in this country, they are very eager to achieve it. What do you think it takes to achieve this success?
Just following the teachers and doing hard work will give result. Like that's what I feel personally. You should not lose confidence on yourself. Like whatever you do, you should do with confidence. Like if you do everything and you don't have self-confidence, then you may lose the battle. Like self-confidence is the most important thing you should have. Like I didn't have on me since last 2 months before JEE Advanced, I didn't have confidence in me. Like I was too afraid of the JEE Advanced. And later so many teachers and Vijay sir talked to me, and later I felt okay, I can do it, and then I started having self-confidence on me.
Exactly. It's very important to be in the shadows of your mentors. The mentors are the ones who are going to guide you and help you if the motivation and confidence is down.
And I should thank my parents also, because they also helped me when I was low.
Sandesh, it was a long journey from class 8. So how did you come out from your low levels, right? Both emotionally and performance-wise in the whole course.
I started not caring about the result, but the work which I did. So I did the work. If the result did not come, then I'll leave it and work on the error analysis, rectifying the mistakes which I did in the exam and improvising gradually. That helped me a lot.
Okay.
Instead of worrying about the result, rectifying the mistakes is more important. So we should spend more time on error analysis rather than worrying.
So which subject was actually your weak subject from your school phase, and then how did you
I felt physics
overcome?
was my weak subject since the school.
Physics, but you cracked physics Olympiad in 11th class, and then you went to the camp, and
That is because the paper was it was doable for me. It's the questions were easy, not easy.
as I know you were a champ in physics, and then so you think you can still do a lot in physics, or there is so much left in physics for you to learn and understand?
There is too much to learn in physics for me.
Right. Okay. And math?
Maths, I feel it interesting. We cannot complete maths within 2 years. It's very long. So I kind of like maths.
But for all the toppers, so they say, I heard from them directly that chemistry is their troubling subject because the nature of preparation for chemistry is completely different from what you do for math and physics, right? So was it really that challenging for everyone? So how much every student should really bother about preparing for chemistry? So
chemistry is actually the scoring subject compared to maths and physics. In
Right.
chemistry, you should just read it and memorize it and understand it. Memorize in the sense not just by heart. You
Okay.
should correlate with the topics with some other thing, so that we can easily remember those things. That
Okay.
helps a lot in chemistry.
Okay.
Chemistry is not a tough subject, but just you should have patience to do it.
Speaking about your physics Olympiad again, You came back from the Olympiad camp in the first day itself. What exactly was the
I
motivation?
came in third day because I didn't like it. Like I was lonely and I thought JEE preparation would go in waste in those 15 days. So I came back.
Because this is one problem the students preparing for JEE Advance is many times the ones who are getting selected for physics camp, they have to make a tough choice whether to go for the camp or not.
If you are really interested, then we can go. Like,
Fine. Baladitya. So in this 2-year journey, were there high points, low points? So how did you manage to overcome the low points? The points where you were not scoring, maybe some subject. So how did you overcome?
I just reassure myself by just self-talking with me, and I use it to get out of those situations.
Self-talking.
Means
How exactly?
just use it to meditate.
Okay.
Means just leave about those things and restart again.
That's a very good suggestion. Not to think much about the ones which we are weak in, rather to strengthen ourselves with our strengths. So in the process, in the exams, you were making mistakes because one problem as a teacher always face, the students start saying, I'm making a lot of silly mistakes. How do I overcome? What is your advice to the students?
I
For
cannot
everybody,
defend
for all the
that.
teachers to understand what is silly mistake, by the way.
I just use it to leave them and just try to make them try to make lower number of mistakes next time.
Aryan, what about you? Mistakes, you were also making mistakes, especially in chemistry, I guess.
Yes, sir.
So how did you overcome?
Silly mistakes, even on final day, some happened, but I think mainly we need to recognize that for some type of silly mistake, there is a pattern, and for some, it is because we are going too fast, or for some, because we are going too slow and we're thinking too much about a question. And that is why, after giving a lot of exams, you realize there is a certain pattern to the mistakes you're making, and then over time, it improves.
And did you solve any past year papers as such?
So for JEE, I think it is very important that we must solve past year papers to get an idea about the pattern as well as exactly what JEE is asking within the syllabus.
Solving PYQs topic wise is good, or solving the whole paper is good? So how do you advise the students to
So I
use the
think
PYQs available?
after the entire syllabus has been finished, I would recommend to solve the entire paper as it is the final paper, to get an understanding of exactly how the final paper and how tense we are feeling.
Well, I as a teacher always advise the best model papers of JEE Advance are the past year papers. So if you have to get the actual feeling of the past year, the paper which you are going to write, you must write the past year papers. And for that, you should not have looked at those questions discreetly. So better attempt all the paper as a full when you are completely ready. So Bala, what was your weak subject as such?
My weak subject is chemistry.
So how did you overcome? Were you able to make some notes, something like that? Especially inorganic, people find very difficult. Was it inorganic you were finding difficult? Organic, physical?
Inorganic.
So how did you overcome the inorganic?
I just trusted myself that I can remember them.
You just?
Trusted myself that I can remember
Oh,
them.
great. Were you making the notes?
Means
Note making is very important in chemistry.
for inorganic notes means everything.
But you did not make the notes.
Means for inorganic, I think we cannot make any notes because.
But in chemistry, they say note making and note taking is very important to short notes, because once the teacher explains, especially chemistry, especially inorganic. So if you write your point, so you didn't do that, or
I wrote only for organic and physical.
organic and physical. So then inorganic, how was your preparation?
Means I just use it to relate them with some concepts, or if some I was unable to relate, means I just use it to memorize them.
So you did not find anything difficult in the paper with the inorganic questions, right? In the final exam. So
No.
it was fine. Okay. So do you think that inorganic part is very much required for JEE Main and not for the JEE?
Actually, I
Advanced?
expected very tougher exam than what came in the exam.
Dhanush, how close you find the papers of Narayana to the existing JEE Advanced papers or the past year papers which you have solved?
I think some of the previous year's papers were difficult compared to this year. I find that Narayana papers are more difficult than most of the JEE Advanced question papers.
Okay.
I think solving them will boost our confidence to solve more easier questions in the real examination. I would prefer solving Narayana papers.
Okay. So how many hours of studies you used to do daily for that?
Sir,
What is the number of hours you used to put for self-study?
I used to study 11 to 12 hours a day.
Okay, including the classes, I guess.
Yes, sir.
Charan, so how did you prepare for this long journey?
Just following the teachers. What they say, just do it.
Were there any concepts you were not able to understand and then stuck somewhere? Because many times what happens in the beginning of the course, the students don't understand the concept and they are hesitating to students. Did that happen to you?
For me, it was in chemistry.
It was in chemistry. So what
But-
is your suggestion to the students? Because this one question the students usually have in their mind. They have a lot of difficulties, but they are unable to come up. So how did you handle it?
One thing I can say that just go and ask teacher repeatedly.
Exactly, yes. Never hesitate to ask the teacher. That's what Charan is saying.
So when did your dream to, get into IIT start in schooling, or when you came here to Narayana?
For me, it was in 10th class. Our physics sir, Hitindra sir, he dreamt that our children can do somewhat better. Our students can go to higher positions.
Right.
He said that you should aim for top 60
Right.
in a JEE Advanced so that you can go to IIT Bombay CS.
Right.
From that time onwards, I focus.
And how do you think Narayana helped you achieve your dream in your 11th and 12th?
Mainly, in terms of motivation, it was better for me. Teachers cared more for me.
So your foundation really helped you settle in 11th class with the Narayana program for JEE Advanced? Or you felt that there is a lag and then you have to struggle more to perform well in the weekend exams?
In terms of maths and physics, it was okay, but chemistry in 9th, 10th, what we study, we cannot remember up from
Right.
in 11th. We have to start from fresh, but it will help. What we study in 9th and 10th, it will be helpful.
Rishi, especially about mathematics, was there any particular topic you find it difficult to understand maybe, or maybe to solve questions?
Inverse trigonometric functions I used to take more time to solve in generally.
Okay.
Then finally I found that using graphs would be better, and then it became better.
Okay. The students are usually scared about all the conditions for inverse trigonometry. Best way is, one of the ways to solve is graph.
Graphs.
Yeah, that's nice. How about physics? Any particular topic in physics you found difficult? How you overcome them?
Electromagnetism, I always is how much ever I practice, I didn't used to get the satisfaction I get in mechanics. So I just use it to solve it more and more. Electrodynamics I didn't used to get the satisfaction that I'm perfect in it.
Okay.
So I always continuously used to solve it.
So you still that continued in the exam date?
Uh,
And was there any electrodynamic question which you are able to do in physics? In the actual final paper, was there any electrodynamics question which you were able to do?
yes.
That's the point. Many times I have come across students who say, I feel I'm not perfect. There is still something lacking. But at the end of the day, what matters is whether you can do one question in that exam. And Rishi is an example. Sai Tejas, any particular topic in chemistry especially you found difficult to understand?
Whole inorganic.
Inorganic. Inorganic is one area where most of the toppers find it difficult. So how did you handle it?
Sir, I used to write many times. What is my suggestion is, if you simply read it, we'll forget some terms immediately, sir. If we write it, we can understand it more properly.
So you used to write down all the important things in
Yeah.
the inorganic chemistry. Yes. And,
So my question to Aryan. So Aryan, the preparation is one, right? You prepare for JEE, but you write JEE Main and JEE Advanced. So the preparation strategy on a daily basis, should it be different for JEE Main, JEE Advanced, or how to actually go about? And you should aim for JEE Advanced, then JEE Main would be easier. So in general, many say that. So what exactly is this?
So I think for a candidate that is targeting JEE Advanced mainly, he should focus on JEE Advanced until the date of JEE Mains is around. But although the preparation strategy and the syllabus is same, the type of questions that they ask in JEE Mains are very different compared to JEE Advanced, and sometimes the questions are wrong and you need to understand exactly what they're trying to convey.
Questions are wrong in JEE Main, you mean?
The language of the question is
Right.
often ambiguous.
Okay, it's not sufficient enough to actually. Okay,
And that does not happen in JEE Advanced. It is a very clear paper.
right.
And I think although the syllabus and the preparation one does for advanced is more than sufficient for mains, but especially in chemistry, advanced, we do not focus, although we focus a lot on NCRT, but the focus on NCRT in mains is signified much more. And we need to focus much more on chemistry, I think, and theoretical parts of physics, which are often ignored in JEE Advanced.
Okay. So your JEE rank?
Main.
Yeah.
Mains was
Yeah, JEE Main rank.
10,
10. Okay. And your score?
300.
300. So yeah. So I think what he says everybody should understand. But I want to ask the same question to Sandesh. Preparation difference for JEE Main and JEE Advanced. So how you should really approach, and do you think that you got good performance for yourself in JEE Main? What you expected?
Like I got 290 out of 300 in JEE Mains, and I got through 252 rank.
Okay.
And I'm okay with the mains rank because like the questions which I lost are useful in learning in chemistry. Like both are gone in chemistry,
Okay.
and I learned something new in chemistry. So like
Right.
the mistakes were okay. Like
Right.
it actually helped me to improvise in advanced.
Okay.
And I feel like in maths and physics, the preparation for both advanced and mains will be same.
Right.
Like if you prepare for advanced, mains will be easy for maths and physics.
Okay.
But for chemistry, like advanced is like they'll ask only the important points, but the mains they'll ask like they'll focus on each statement and each line in the NCRT. So we should read NCRT more carefully for JEE Mains.
Okay.
And for JEE Advanced, only important concepts are required for chemistry. And maths and physics, like advanced preparation is enough for mains.
Vidit, find yourself under a lot of stress just before the final exam or any point of time this 2 years journey?
Before 1 month, I feel I'm cool, no problems. But at the starting, I was somewhat like under stress, like, can I do anything or
Starting
something?
as in the
First
beginning of the 2
year,
years
yes.
journey. Yeah.
There were many, I felt competition was very, very high. I was like doubting myself, I could do it or not. Then later on, from starting, maths was my strength. So that was like helping me to pick up other two subjects very easily.
So you are one big inspiration for those who struggle in the beginning of the JEE Advanced. JEE Advanced 2 years journey, 4 years for some, 6 years for some, is a difficult journey, and many of them struggle in the beginning. What is important is just keep going, and Vidit is one excellent example in front of us. Sri Surya.
So you came from a normal school to the CO program in Narayana, and then as I remember, so your journey was actually, the graph was going up slowly. So did you ever dream that you will be achieving
In
this
my 9th
wonderful
class,
rank?
I never dreamed that I will get below 1000.
Okay, great.
In my 11th also, I never believed that I'll get below 100.
Okay.
It is just a process that we will slowly improve from ourselves, the mistakes which we make, and daily we will work on it. It will be just a slow process, but it will happen. The thing is, we need to believe ourselves and know that we will improve every day. Have self confidence. I never even achieved that I will qualify both physics and chemistry Olympiad till camp. Everything I never believed, but it happened because it's a slow process, and I think every student needs to believe that and work hard till the every last moment.
What do you think the preparation for JEE Advanced, when it should start? It should start from early on, or the preparation from 11th itself?
I
is
think
enough?
in 8th, 9th, 10th, the preparation should be more fundamental.
Okay.
It need not be in the advanced, like too much high level studying, but it should be in the low level, covering the basics. I think that would be enough for studying 11th and 12th in a good manner. Not too much. It's not required to complete the entire syllabus just before 11th, but slowly we can complete in 11th and 12th. Just have a strong foundation in it.
So how many hours per day is in general required, to tackle the preparation and then the load?
In 11th and 12th, we should definitely put in more than 12 hours. to be in the competition. But in 8th, 9th, 10th, we can restrict ourselves to 10 hours or less, but do the learning efficiently, because we should learn well, then we can do well in 11th and 12th.
Okay. And then coming to the testing pattern, we have weekend exams, weekly, I think 2 practice exams. So was it too much anytime you felt, or was it really useful to, commit more mistakes in these practice exams and then correct them and then slowly
I never felt too much bothered about it, because I thought every exam will help me, and just wrote every exam with my best efforts and slowly worked on everything. We will have exams where we fail to get good marks, or we will stumble and not be able to do. But slowly, from every single exam, we will work on it, and till the advance, there is a lot. We'll write lot of exams. If we write 2 exams per week, and slowly we will rectify all the mistakes, subject wise.
So Krishiv, you were in CIVO school, right?
No, sir.
In Narayana.
Not, in Narayana school, but not CIVO.
Okay. So when you came to the Narayana college program for JEE Advanced, so was there a great difference between what you studied as a foundation and then what is happening?
Yes, sir.
in the
Actually,
classroom
there
and-
was a lot of difference, but that can also be attributed to the difference between CIVO and E-Techno also.
Right.
But in general, also, I think there is a lot of difference in 11th, 12th, and in 8th, 9th, 10th.
Right.
Because of the level of focus also we put, and also because what we can learn in those periods of time.
Okay.
Exactly. Examples like him is what we need, because many students come from different backgrounds. Some of them come with a background with strong foundation. Some of them don't come with such a strong foundation. So Krishiv is an example where he felt he was not having very strong foundation as with his peers, but still he worked hard, and here he is.
The same question to Aryan. So you came from a regular CBSE background, right? So when you are actually comparing, and here weekend you are writing 2 exams, and in phase 3 you are writing exams only. How could you handle it? That shift from very normal essays and FAs, etc., and the final exam in CBSE, and then the rigorous testing, intensive testing process here. So you think it is needed?
Yes, sir. I think it is very important that, because then in the starting, especially in phase 1, it may feel like it is too much, but as we go on writing more and more exams till phase 2 and phase 3, it is almost natural when somebody asks us to write a 6-hour exam.
Correct.
And then it becomes, and then we are used to it. So I think it is very important that we keep on writing exams and learning from our mistakes weekly.
Aditya. So do you think the Olympiad preparation is needed to really crack JEE Advanced, or you simply focus on JEE Advanced? In the process, if you can crack Olympiads, it's okay. So what is your take on this?
I think up to JEE Advanced is enough, because Olympiad will go much deeper into the subject.
Correct. So you think Olympiads are needed?
Means
Olympiad
if someone is
preparation, I mean physics
interested,
Olympiad,
they
chemistry
can
Olympiad.
join. If someone are interested, they can do it, but it is not very important for advanced. Means
Okay.
someone can write Olympiads with preparation of advanced, but for higher level 2, level 3, they should require more practice on it.
Yes, Eswa, you had prepared for any Olympiad?
I have not prepared for any Olympiad. I have just prepared for advanced.
So one more example we have for the students who is not exposed to any of the Olympiads, but still did well in the advance. So how was your journey? How did you prepare?
I started from 6th and I came to CIVO in 8th. So I have some foundation up to 10th. And I have started again in 11th. Again the whole syllabus in 11th. But 8, 9, 10 and 11, 12 are completely different. Because in 11, 12, I focused now more on subject. In 8, 9, 10, I didn't focus that much. But in 11, 12, I started focusing on subject. And I got used to write to exams, more exams. So I got better.
So you really expected that your result would be this great? At least maybe in phase 2 or phase 3, you realize that, yes, I'm going to do well in the exam. Or how was it?
I expected I maybe get a rank below 100.
Oh, great, that's great. And then what was your, difficult paper 1, paper 2 in the JEE Advanced?
My difficult paper was physics. because the multis were somewhat difficult for me.
Okay.
So I left that section and did other sections. And I did that sections at last,
Okay. Okay. In both paper 1 and paper 2.
both paper.
Only in physics you applied that strategy, or in?
Only in physics, in both.
So how many of you are making proper notes for the subjects? Let's start with maths. Maths, note making. I think most of the toppers, it's an important thing, because sometimes I see students not making the notes properly. And it's very important.
Aditya is against.
Some students are exceptions; they don't need notes.
So, Charan, I felt amazed when you said you were tensed because papers were easy.
Yes.
And when usually I heard from many, even from the previous years, that paper 1 is very, very challenging in general. Paper 1 will be very, very challenging. And then so it is a psychological thing. So most of them, they could not attempt paper 1 well, and then though paper 2 is easy, they flunk. So what happened in JEE Advanced on May 26th? So paper 1, paper 2, and then your reaction was completely new. So how could you come out of that pressure?
For me, in between paper 1 and paper 2, I called to my uncle. He said that don't worry, paper 2 will be tough.
Okay. Nice. Okay.
I went with that.
Right. And how was paper 2 really? Was it tough, or you again disappointed
felt
by looking at it?
Little okay, better than paper 1.
Better than paper 1. Okay. Okay. So you all missed facing really challenging papers 2024. Okay. Nice.
So this year has been a distinct year. The cutoffs for 2022, top 100 cutoff is top 1000 cutoff in this year. So for the last 2 years, if you compare JEE 2022 paper, 24 paper, 10 times students have been added for the same marks. That's the difference. This year the paper has been easier.
And the paper pattern also is paper 1 and paper 2, I think more same, and the number of questions same, and so they were very considerate, I think, on this batch particular.
Any specific advice any of you would like to give to your juniors as such? Anything you have in your mind which we have not asked?
Or JEE Advanced is, online exam, and then your weekend exams you practice mostly on pen and paper, right? So how much practice is really needed to face the exam in online mode? JEE Advanced or JEE Main is a computer-based test. It's not a computer adaptive test like GRE or SAT, right? So it's simply the question paper put in the computer. So how much practice you think is needed for any student to really have that comfort level in the main exam as well? And how NLearn really helped?
We needed practice in online, but not much.
That much is not required.
Not.
So,
But it was
Aditya?
I think Unlearn helps well for adjustment in final exam.
Okay. So how much online practice is required to crack this exam? Or you can simply focus on the subject and then time management, and it's only a change in the medium you say, or to practice the examination in the online mode? Because few students who don't have that
Computer
comfort
facility.
of having or practicing online, so they need not worry. Even in the last 2 months, if they practice, that is good enough to
Yes.
face the online examination, is what you say,
Yes.
right? And then with it, what do you suggest? So students, they should stick to one reference book, or they should do multiple books and extract the best things from different books, or they should just focus on what the teacher suggests them to do?
It depends on topic, so it's better to stick to teacher. Like, just follow teacher, whatever teacher suggests that if for this topic you must read many reference, then we have to do that, or
Okay.
else means they'll take care of us. Means nothing to worry.
But in general, if at all you want to suggest to, because the viewers are many from different corners of the country, so what is the best process to choose the reference books?
Mostly
Or
sticking
you should
to
stick
one.
to one reference book.
Sticking to one in chemistry is good, but maths, physics, sticking to one is like somewhat dangerous. Like we must be exposed to many so that we can be very comfortable in the final exam.
What do you think on the reference books
So I think
part?
for like we mainly only used, except NCRT for maths, we did not use any reference book. Everything that sir gave we followed, and for physics, I would say focusing mainly on one book and then solving that entire book. Obviously, if you maximum 2 books to understand of varying difficulties to actually to solve all kinds of problems from that given chapter. And for chemistry, our teachers included multiple references from different books in the notes only.
Oh,
So we did not have to separately read any other book.
So, what do you advise? The preparation. How many years of preparation is needed?
So I think if you're comfortable with foundation, and or even if foundation is not that strong, but you are able to grasp new concepts very quickly, then I think 2 years is sufficient.
Okay. Sandesh.
But
Sandesh, what do you think? How many years of preparation is needed?
I think
Really?
3 years is good, sir.
3
Like-
years. Okay.
Like the first year is for foundation, and next 2 years are to like improve in high level, like more advanced.
Fine. So thank you all for joining. I wish you all the best for the coming journey. But please understand, this is not the end of the journey, because going to the IITs, you have to prepare, even better. This is just one exam. You have to face a lot of difficulties later on also in your life. So wish you all the best for that.
Yeah, this is just a trailer. JEE preparation, JEE advanced exam. This is just a trailer what life can throw in the form of challenges. There's a lot to do. So, as sir said, this is not even the beginning. Right? All the very best for your life ahead. And thank you for having us. Thank you very much.